Hello, beautiful Aries. Welcome to your reading. Let's dive into it right away and see what's happening for you. By the way, I hope you're having an amazing Sunday. We have here a tears of joy fell out of your cup, and I see there's a massive chunk of money here. And this is not really only like a bag of money. There's also, I see like a table here on top of it, and there are people having a feast. There are 4 people. I see a heart shape here. This can be someone that you love to have. Another thing, there's a hippo. That can be also someone very protective of you. They're like actually travel as families and such. So this can be you receiving a blessing. There's still some time as a timeline wise. But when you receive that, you're going to come together with chosen families or your bloodlines can be. And you're going to celebrate that. You're going to gather around this special thing. And then you're going to maybe even have a feast, okay? Right under it, I see a portion that you're maybe separating for somebody else for them to eat. And I see there's a bear right here. The bear can be symbolizing someone who has authority, power, maybe someone who's actually helping you to get this benefit. You might be also sharing a small bunch for them, or maybe this is something that maybe you need to pay to this person. But before all these happening, I see there's a pathway opening here. There's a woman right there. The mouth, the eye, the hair. And this person, let me see. I see letter A here came in there, first name or the last name. N, like Anna. Another thing here. Let's see if you see in the zodiac. This is letter E also. Annabelle maybe. Another thing, I see like a snake can be someone who was born on the year of snake. And it's not in the negative sense. Another thing, the snake can symbolize maybe someone doing healing work. Maybe in like a traditional medicine. Or there's another one, but I forgot the name of it. So it seems like here you are like they're going to head waiting for you on a pathway, and they're actually guiding you towards the direction here. Another thing I would like to tell you, maybe if you're studying like this kind of medicinal things, this can be a person who has certain knowledge and experience, and they're guiding you towards this direction, okay? Another thing I see here, there are 2 cups. Cup indicates emotionally fulfilling offer. And if we see the 2 of cups, this means balance. Okay, so you might be actually receiving something that you can exchange it. Okay, you have something to give and you will receive something in return. But after, maybe in that during that conversation, there's also another snake rising here. Snake also can symbolize shedding the old skin. So maybe in order to receive your heart's desire, you might have to let go of some old beliefs or maybe old thinking patterns. This can be like a structural thinking. I don't feel like this is about a person because I see someone here wearing a graduation cap. So this is maybe overall life upgrade. Maybe you're entering into a space that you will recognize that there is so much wisdom in there. Maybe you're thinking that not much of a wisdom and it's just a random thing, because I start to hear more and more that, the university college doesn't give you anything. You just get out with debt, which some countries, yes, but in some spaces when you go there, it's like the cultural level is extremely different. When you go in there and get out, it's like your eyes open up to a different world basically. And so that's why maybe if you have that kind of a thinking pattern, I feel like, because I saw the graduation cap, this is how I'm interpreting that. But this can also be about a certain subject that you are thinking, it's not that much of a big deal, but when you walk into the space, you're going to recognize, it was a big deal. That's why it was important. Okay, and I feel like that's going to change some things within you as well, because I see a tree of life that you're planting. This kind of looks like a shaman dancing with the traditional clothing and the feathers on top of his head. So it can also be like, I see here a skull of a bull here, like a withered skull of a bull. This can be like literally like letting go of the old and withered and that doesn't serve you anymore. And the bull, the Taurus, the Hierophant is actually indicative of an authority that maybe you have been believing in for so long, and it's proving that they're not really working for you, they're working for themselves. And now you're recognizing that and letting it go. And the shaman's dance can be also cleansing ritual. And so it can be maybe something that you are doing as a cleansing ritual, okay? And this can be about like physical things, taking showers, or maybe prayers. Like if you have a prayer practice, you can reapply that, and that can be helpful as well. I see there's a stronger totem, a stronger authority coming forth after that. And I feel like this is you maybe establishing your authority. This can be interpreted in the sense that maybe you have a certain like a job or a system that you've been using for a while now. You might be also like pushing it, like delaying it, or changing it, okay? And delaying it and seeing, oh, there's a better way here, and then applying that better way. And the results are bright, actually. I see even a new home here. Maybe a new space to call home will appear after that. This is kind of looks like to me an exaggerated version of the liberty, the Statue of Liberty. You can see the star on top of her head, and she's like, her arm is reaching out to the sky, basically. So this can also indicate that when you change your mind, the clarity will come forward, the approval, the legal paper, maybe something that is going to be much more fulfilling coming ahead. Then you're reaching out to the sky, okay? Then you're reaching out to sky, and maybe even reaching out to your freedom. This can be also physical freedom, emotional freedom, as well as financial freedom, okay? And I see there's like maybe even a rain of money coming forward. This can be you actually manifesting something that will be also financially satisfying, and that's not going to stop there. It's going to keep raining, as you can see here. It's going to bring much more abundance. I see at the end of the timeline here, there are two people holding hands, and they're looking at this person is looking at the camera. The other one is the king, the emperor, looking at the person here. The other person kind of looks like a skull to me, which reminds me of the Death Rider of the Scorpio. So this can be someone that you're shaking hands with, someone who ends a cycle in your life, but it's a long overdue that the king is going away, passing away, and now the new prince is going to take the throne. That's why you're shaking hands and you're agreeing with it. You're going along with this change, okay? Instead of ignoring it or pushing it away, you are going along with that change. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. There's a massive whale. Whale is a good sign because it can symbolize someone wealthy, abundant, resourceful, gentle soul, and your desire coming really fast and opening up a new pathway here for you. This person is outside of your comfort zone right now, and they're turning into a merman. I feel like this can be King of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, someone stable, emotionally, also emotionally mature. And they're outside your comfort zone. And the more you get sure about what you want, you see like the lines get clearer. There's a third desire even coming forth attached to the same thing. This person is going to be allowed more into your space. And this can be a new love, but I feel like overall this can be someone who's going to support you fully in the things, the endeavors that you're stepping in that you want to accomplish. Another thing I see here is the kind of like a face of a dragon showing up. This person, now the head of the person turned into an elephant. So that's also tears of joy right there. That's also an approval this person is wealthy or maybe even planning for the long-term wealth. You see there's some on top of someone, but this is kind of like a aligned. This person is a knight. They have a horse, and I see like a kind of like a letter S. This can be someone getting help to rise to a higher level, or this can be someone who has like kind of like a hierarchic structure in their life, okay? They're allowed in your space, but not right away. Like when they turn into dragon, I see they're riding the dragon right here. Then you're opening up and letting them in to maybe help you out or give you advice. It can be that case as well. And that is going to actually work out very well, it seems like here. Let's dive into the tarot now. Let's see what we need to know at this timeline. What's coming your way right now. Blame. This is Eight of Swords energy. So some of you might be feeling stuck, or you might be dealing with someone who feels stuck about their own situation, own decisions. And because this is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, but if you don't have anyone like that, this is basically you might be feeling trapped because of maybe past decisions or current circumstances. Okay, it doesn't matter. And instead of trying to see where can I find a gateway out of here, you might be blaming of the circumstances and situations, which can lower your progress, though, like slow down your progress. We have here the Hierophant. I told you there's a Hierophant, the bull, the withered bull, and a new bull showing up. It seems like Wisdom Keeper is the authority, and I told you a shaman is coming up here. So you might be changing the authority that you trust, okay? And it can be, like I said, this can be about maybe a boss that you have or a professor if you're going to school. It doesn't have to be specifically of like an institution, can be also. Seems like maybe you have been blaming the system for a while now, but it seems like the system is changing. The system is becoming, okay, it's a strict, again, it's bounded by rules. However, because shaman was dancing and enjoying and freeing you in your cup, I feel like here this new authority that you're choosing is actually going to be a very freeing one. It's going to take you out of this blame mode to authority, strength, and also in that inner knowing, higher connection mode. And we have the karma here. This is actually number 14, which is supposed to be temperance. I want to check to see if this is temperance energy. Because she's holding the yin and yang here. This is a major arcana, a different type of deck. That's why, yeah, it is that. What to say about karma? So what you put out is what you get back. So I feel like here you're gonna find a way to manage this blame and circumstances, and like blaming circumstances, and that's going to change the outlook here. There's already an authority showing up, or you're becoming the authority and changing. You might be the shaman also, changing the outlook, changing the future. And the karma is what you put out is what you get back. The balance, the more balanced you are, the more you feel confident where you are, and your state of being actually manifests in the world. So this is why when you feel like an authority, more authority will be given to you. 9 of Cups here. Oh, this is 9 of Pentacles, actually, satisfaction. It can at the end of the day bring you material satisfaction as well, enjoying what you have created too. It's not only like getting something like a gift in the box, or something that is going to be useful but not enjoyable. You're going to get everything all at once. I told you there's like a feast happening, and this kind of calls for it. Let's see your oracle. Solitude comes forth, and I feel like this is actually coming about this 8 of Swords energy. So blame can also happen when you're alone, but in your that mind chatter in your head, that's not meaning that you're alone. Okay, meaning that there's somebody in your mind keeps speaking, probably someone from your past, or an elder, or a sibling. Somebody's like keep blaming. If that's the case, this is telling you that solitude is actually meditation. Solitude prayer is a way to quiet that noise, so you can hear your higher self speaking to you to how to get to the satisfaction moment. Okay, let's see what we have. We have the power of the universe shines within me. Exactly. You have all the control, but first you need to quiet that noise in your solitude. All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, comment down below and let me know. And I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful. Make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.